Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about blogging and specifically writing SEO content for real estate investors, wholesalers, house flippers, anyone who's trying to get an audience or build up a brand and an audience for real estate investing or motivated sellers. So I have two websites. My first website is my motivated seller lead website, which is lakeshorehomebuyer.com. And then my second website, I really target other real estate investors, and I like to just share my knowledge that I've gained throughout the years, wholesaling real estate, also purchasing rental properties, and build my brand that way. So I started learning about SEO probably 3 years ago, and I knew nothing at first. I was a rookie. If you asked me what SEO was, I probably couldn't even answer the question. So fast forward to today in April of 2022, and I'm by no means an expert, but I definitely feel a lot better about how to write SEO content, how to write blog posts that drive traffic, how to rank well in Google. And today I'd just like to share 7 tips on writing SEO optimized content for specifically for real estate investors. So number one, I'm going to say is know your keywords and key phrases. That is huge. So if your focus is to create a motivated seller website, you're going to focus on key phrases like "we buy houses" in city state, "sell my house fast" in city state, "we pay cash for homes," "we buy houses as is." I mean, I could go on and on, but those are just a few keywords that you would want to target if you are hoping to, get motivated sellers to find you and to fill out your lead form. I use a tool called SEMrush to help me find those keywords. So it's an awesome tool. I mean, there's a price to it. It's not cheap. I pay $230 a month, but it's fantastic. So I can go in and I can basically review my competitors' site to see what keywords they're ranking for, and then how difficult those keywords are to rank for. So SEMrush will tell me the volume, how many people are actually typing in those keywords and searching for those keywords. It'll tell me the keyword difficulty. So that's sort of the competition, how many other bloggers are or investors are using those same keywords. And so it's really like a cheat code, right? I mean, I can go in there and I can pinpoint keywords and even they call them long tail key phrases that maybe other people aren't using that will be a lot easier to rank for. So SEMrush is a great tool. Highly recommend it. Number 2, make sure that you have an SEO checker. So if you have an Investor Carrot site, which I do, they have a built-in SEO checker. It basically will tell you, it'll give you a score, almost like a ranking. It'll say, okay, your SEO is bad, it's okay, or it's good, right? So, and how it does that is it counts the amount of keywords and key phrases that you have throughout your blog post. It also will tell you if you need to add more backlinks, if you need to add more pictures or videos, or, you need to add a meta description, alt tags or alt text on your pictures. So it's kind of like a checklist, and it's great. I also have a WordPress site, so that's my Crushing REI blog, where I target real estate investors similar to myself. So for that, I would recommend to download the Yoast plugin. It's very similar to the built-in SEO checker that Investor Carrot uses. So make sure you're using an SEO checker. Number 3 is add relevant pictures and videos. So this is also huge. If you don't have any good pictures, I would recommend going on a website like Fiverr or Upwork. There's VAs out there that charge like $5 to create a thumbnail for either a YouTube video or just a picture for a blog post. and they use images where you don't have to worry about copyright issues and things like that. But make sure that they're relevant. Make sure that you have good captions, and that use your key phrases and keywords in those captions. That's a big one for SEO. Number 4, make sure you're building your brand on your social media accounts. Don't forget about Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm not a big Twitter guy, but YouTube is huge. And the beauty of YouTube is every time you make a video like I'm doing right now, I can embed this video into my blog posts. So it's just a way to get more traffic to that YouTube video. And then from YouTube, you can get more traffic to your blog because you can link back to your blog from YouTube. So it's just building your brand on social accounts is just going to help your brand credibility, and make sure you don't forget about that. Number 5, get your business on Google. Again, this is a biggie. Today, especially me, and I know a lot of people that I know are using Google for just about everything. If you are looking for a restaurant in a new city, you're gonna Google search it, right? If you're looking for a mechanic, your car broke down, you're gonna Google, nearby mechanics. You're gonna read reviews. You're gonna make sure that these companies are legitimate. So get your business on Google right away. If you don't have a physical office, that's okay. They are going to send you, I think they still do it this way, but I think they send you a postcard just to verify that you do have a physical location. You don't have to put your home address on your Google business page, so you can hide that. But again, Google is huge because then you can start asking your happy clients for reviews, and you can build your brand that way. And then when you get those reviews, then you can take those Google reviews, put them on your website, right? You're gonna show, we're gonna share all of our happy customers and all the testimonials, and we want them to see that we're a credible business and that people like us. So number 6, write long, content-rich blog posts. So when I first started blogging, my goal was to just write as many posts as I possibly could, and which is good. Content is huge, and the more you write, faster you're gonna climb the Google ranks. But what I was doing incorrectly was I was writing very short blog posts, which is fine. It's okay to have a few shorter posts, but what I've learned is that writing longer posts and targeting more keywords, putting more pictures, adding more backlinks is better. You give yourself a much better chance for that specific article to rank on Google, and you also have a good opportunity too to write more, to educate your reader. If you're writing a blog post on how to wholesale houses or how to flip houses, it gives you an opportunity to include a lot more content. If let's say you're targeting 10,000 words or 15,000 words versus only 2,000 or 3,000 words, and that's a lot. Maybe a better target is 5,000 to 10,000 words, but again, not every post has to be that long, but it is good to have a couple of long ones. Number 7, backlinks. So I use a platform called Hero. It's Help a Reporter Out, and it's really easy to sign up for. Basically, how it works is that every single day there's a ton of journalists out there that are looking for essentially quotes from professionals in specific industries. So whether it's real estate or any industry, I obviously am only looking at the real estate inquiries, but you can reply back to that journalist and send them an email and basically make a pitch. And that pitch is just a few sentences, a couple paragraphs, answer the question, provide a professional response, and if they like it, they might use it in their article. And if they do, they might give you a backlink. And if it's a really good site with a high domain authority ranking, usually we target 50 or more, then that's gold. That's huge for your website. Google's going to love when you get backlinks like that. And it's a great strategy. So there's other strategies on getting backlinks too, but that one has seemed to work the best for me. Number 8 is have separate blog sites. So this is a great example. So I have my main motivated seller site, so Lakeshore Homebuyer, and then I have my Crushing REI site. I actually have a third site, which I'm still working on. That's in progress. But the more sites you have, the better. Now, again, I'm not saying, hey, go create 5 websites and they all have to, have 200 blog posts and this and that. But if you have at least 2 sites, and for me, it works because I'm a wholesaler, so I have my motivated seller website, and then I have my Crushing REI site. So I do a ton of links. I link to both sites, but that's just SEO juice that Google loves. That when they can see that you have 2 sites, your followers are going to love that. So I would my suggestion is, if you really want to get serious about blogging, I would have at least two sites, and I would make sure that you're updating them both, as often as you can. So number 9 is use Fiverr or Upwork for content writing. So I wouldn't do this until you have a pretty good grasp on writing SEO content yourself. So I would highly suggest that you, at least when you're just getting started, write those blog posts yourself. You want to learn it, and you want to understand it, and you also want your readers to hear from you, right? This is your voice. These are your blog posts. So, but once you've kind of established yourself, and maybe you don't have the time to write these posts anymore, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of content writers out there. I would say there's a big mix of kind of good to great to really good writers. So it might take some time to find the right writer for whatever niche that you're writing about. But I do recommend that, as your blog grows and as you get busier, you want to generate more content. Fiverr and Upwork, I highly recommend for finding good content writers. So that's all I had. Those are my, I guess, 9 tips on writing SEO optimized content. I think I said 7, but then ended up being 9. So you get 2 bonus tips in there for you. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching.